Hey guys, in today's episode I'm going to show you an app called PicStory. What PicStory does is it allows you to take pictures from your iOS device's photo library and make albums out of them. So it's a really nice it provides a really nice way of organizing your photos in the albums and looking through your albums and sharing your albums. So as you know, the iPhone itself or your iPad, which I am showing here, I'm not sure if this app is available for the iPhone, but on the iOS you can create albums inside of the actual Photos app that comes with the device. But the issue is, if you create the albums and you put the photos into those albums, you don't have an easy way of sharing the entire album with a family or a friend. Such as if you went to a baseball game and you took a bunch of pictures of the entire event, you were there for 4 hours, you got a bunch of pictures, and you want to share all those pictures with your friends that went to the ball game with you, you can't do that with just the traditional iPhone app. The Photos app requires you to share them one at a time via email or text message or through PhotoStream if you have iOS 6.0. What PicStory does is allows you to create an entire album of photos and then upload those photos to something such as Picasa or Dropbox, and your friends can access them from there. So to demonstrate, I'm going to create an album here. There's an add album button off to the right. We will touch that, and it opens up your album display on the top and your photos along the bottom, and it gives you all of your albums that's on your device. So I'm going to select Coco album, that is my dog, and you can page through or slide through all of the pictures that are included in this album, and it gives you a little tag too to show you which ones are videos if you want to add a video to it or not. And it shows you up here in the top photo library Coco, so you can see the path that you are in, and you could always go back by hitting the up arrow. So I want to add a couple of pictures of the dog to this new album. I'm going to choose this one. Let's pick a couple of them out here. This one is a good one. That one's a good one. You just kind of cruise through here and you find the pictures that you like. And okay, so that's it. I'm going to hit the add photos button. And now they are inside of my album. And I apologize if you can hear my laptop's fans kicking on. The laptop is having issues lately and it keeps getting hot. So now I have these photos inside of the album. I can tap up on the very top to give it a name, and we're going to name this Coco album. Alright, you can select a start date if you want, when you created the album. You can put tags if you want. They give you default tags, or you can create your own tag. You can also add image sets, like if it was a rainy or a sunny day. Like if you're at the ball game and it was a rainy game, you can hit the rain and it'll add the rain tag to it. Very nice. They have a bunch of different preset categories such as music, sports. You can add a baseball tag to it, whatnot. So that's that. You can select all or deselect all, or select the photos individually and delete them, remove them. The share feature is right here. You can share it. It breaks it down actually. So here's the photos in this album that are imported from your photo library. As you can see down here, you can import photos from Dropbox, you can import photos from Picasa, you can import photos from iTunes. So they segregates them as well. So up here inside of your actual album, you can scroll through. There's Dropbox, there's Picasa. So it keeps all of these pictures separated, so you know where each photo came from, which account, etc. So that is that. Let's take a look next at I don't know what Let's take a closer look here. Let's hit the save button. If you hit the save button, now it'll show you we have 6 photos from the photo album, photo library, no photos from anywhere else, and now it puts it on our timeline. So this is a really cool, now we have all of the photos that I've added in there, and obviously I didn't add very many, but you can add a lot more. There's 6 photos. You can upload this to the web via Dropbox or Picasa or different, and see if I go to Dropbox, it will upload those photos to my Dropbox and then I can share a link from Dropbox to my friends and they can see all those photos. So if you hit upload, it will go ahead and work on them. It doesn't take too long because just next to the upload there you can see the lock button and the favorite button. So you can lock it so that you can't edit it, nothing can happen to it. You can favorite it so that if it's one of your favorites and you have a ton of different albums in your timeline, you can quickly and easily just sort by favorite down here at the bottom, or sort by tag or by time. So we'll reset it. There's Coco's album. We'll touch it and we'll get it back. So like I said, this has now been shared to my Dropbox and I can easily go back to Dropbox and I can share it with share a link to it to all of my friends. Or that's an easy way of backing up your photos if you don't want to connect it to your iTunes or to your computer all the time and pull the photos off manually. This is a really nice wireless way to get your photos from your device to your computer, is you can just send all of them through Dropbox. You can use PhotoStream for that, but PhotoStream, when it uploads your pictures, actually reduces the size. It shrinks the size of your images down so the upload and download size of the pictures are smaller. So if you want the full resolution of your picture, you don't really want to rely on PhotoStream. Something like this would be better for that. It has multiple themes that you can choose from for the background back there. You can also go to your photo library or your albums, such as my Coco album that I just created, and pick one from there. And I will pick my dog. And now I have a picture from my album as the background. Really nice. It does do slideshows. So as an example here, I touched my, you can do timelines right here, right? And you touch your picture and you can go through all of the pictures in the album and you can do a slideshow. So you can hit the slide, start slideshow, and then it'll play a slideshow. And this is something that's really cool. If you did AirPlay mirroring of some kind or whatever, you could AirPlay this to your TV, to whatnot, and have a slideshow that way. You can share this picture through email, Facebook, Twitter, etc. You can also add notes, record audio notes as well. So it's got a lot of really cool features that make this really, really nice. Some people might question why you would use something like this outside of iPhoto for managing albums and creating slideshows and sharing, because iPhoto does a lot of sharing as well on the iPad. But the difference is, and a pretty large difference is, iPhoto uses the albums that are on your device already. So if you have iPhoto on your Mac and you've created albums on that and synced them to your device, iPhoto will look at those albums only. With iPhoto for the iPad, you cannot create new albums. So what happens to somebody who doesn't have a Mac, or if they have decided to just cut the cord altogether, they don't want a computer, they just want an iPad by themselves? Well, this is a perfect app for that, because you can create albums, you can share the albums, you can upload them to back them up onto the web via Dropbox or Picasa. And you can mix and match all your pictures however you want. This is just like having iPhoto on the PC, or I mean on the Mac, but on your iPad, because it allows you to create the albums, to tag the albums, organize them how you want, and share them. iPhoto on the iPad is very limited, and I don't really ever recommend anybody ever using it, because it's just for $5 to edit some pictures. It's not worth it. So PicStory. It does do quite a bit. It has a bunch of it doesn't have very much in the settings, but it does do security. You can set up a security thing. So if I go 00000000, okay, so now I can do a passcode backup, and you can email a backup. You can change passcodes in settings menu and backup passcode to email. So, but I'm not going to worry about doing that. But you can now say, oh, look, security settings. You can hide locked albums. You can lock on startup, so people don't get access to all of your personal albums. That's cool. It's a feature that I personally would probably never use, because all of the pictures on your Photos app that come with your device are by default not password protected. So password protecting them on here, someone can just go to your Photos app on the iPad or iPhone and get to them anyway. However, if you have notes and memos and stuff of that nature that might be personal to you, and you don't want people to see those notes or hear those recordings, you could lock them, and then nobody would be able to hear them. So that is a nice feature if that's what you want to use. So one quick last thing, we will add another quick album here. We'll use our other dog, Mr. Romeo here. Let's see, we can go through and add some pictures of him. We'll just pick a bunch of pictures, it doesn't really matter. And we will hit add photos, save it, and now it will save these photos. It's got to import them into the app. The app's overall UI, the user interface and the design of the app is very nice. I like the way it all moves around. Very, very slick. I did forget to change the name of this, so I can hit edit here, pop this open, and I can hit no title, and I can put in Romeo. Done. Save. So now I have Romeo and I have Coco's album. You can go through them. Very nice. I like the app. It's a really nice app for doing exactly this. Especially for those of you that don't have a computer where you're keeping all of your photos and you want some way to do, like I said, albums. It's a nice little app to do. The app costs $5. It's a bit on the pricey side for a album management app, but it is it's definitely feature rich, and it does exactly as advertised. I have not had it crash, and the sharing features are really nice. So, I think it's worth the money for those of you that want to create albums and store your photos and albums in some manner. So that's my review of PicStory. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button and share it with your friends. It helps me out, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks.